Rappers and producers, it is rude to point. I'm sorry, but this is how you make a fan for life. For life. Rappers and producers, you want to make a fan for life, first make a friend for life. When you are talking to people who are going to potentially be fans of your music, you haven't necessarily, here's the thing about it. I think that the term fan, and I use that for this because I'm using it for clickbait. Say something. Anyways, fan is not what you want. You want somebody that's going to be a full-time supporter. You want somebody that's going to really be a part of your music family, per se. Fans to me are people who come in and they're fanatics. That's what it's short for. Fan is short for fanatic. And when you're fanatic about something, it's not always going to be a long process. It's most times short-lived. Sometimes we'll be fans of a particular athlete and then they retire. And then it's like, I'm still a fan, but I'm not an active fan. Basically, if you're a supporter of your favorite team, you'll forever be a supporter of that. How do you create lifelong fans? Scratch that. Lifelong supporters. You create lifelong supporters the same way that you create lifelong friends. And the way that you do that, you make sure that you're always honest about what it is that you're doing. You make sure that you're always consistent about what you're doing. You make sure that when it comes to your music literally becomes the soundtrack and the backdrop to who it is that you are as an individual. There's no way that you can expect people to become lifelong fans of yours or even friends of yours or supporters of yours if, for one, they don't know who you are. You should really focus a lot of your content, a lot of your interviews, a lot of your podcast time, a lot of this. You need to really focus on making sure people know who it is that you are as an individual. This is not an option. I don't care if you're a mysterious artist. I don't care what you are. Because even you think about some of the most mysterious artists like a Sade or even a Prince. These artists were very mysterious about their interviews and about how they did things, but you knew what they stood for. You knew how they felt about love. You knew how they felt about relationships. You knew all this information because you knew who they were. And once you knew who they were, the music became an easy transition because you already felt like, hey, this is my friend. So if you want to make a lifelong supporter, first of all, let them figure out who you are. Second of all, I don't care because you're a rapper, producer. I don't care what title you think you have, but that doesn't stop you from supporting other people. Now, that doesn't mean just support other rappers and producers. That means support the people that support you. So if you got somebody who's been supporting you and you're looking on your timeline, you followed them, and that's something else too. You know, I don't give a damn about follower ratios. I never did give a damn. I thought it was the stupidest thing when somebody told that to me. But when you're following back people who are supporting you and you're seeing their lives play out right before your eyes, now you're seeing somebody who just graduated from college. It's such a huge feat. Even high school, such a huge feat. You should make time to go ahead and say something to them. Maybe you're friends with a lot of your fans on Facebook. Guess what? Facebook tells you when their birthdays are. I have a freaking update on my phone that tells me when their birthdays are. Guess what? I have an opportunity every single day to remind one of my fans that they mean something to me and that I support their life, I support their growth. Even though a lot of fans supporters are the types that say, oh no, it's all good. I appreciate you taking the time. They care. They're like, I don't care. I know you're busy. They care. And you should not have this greater than thou sort of reputation for no damn reason, just to shit on people. And I don't think that should ever be your way of thinking or your way of doing business. So if you want that lifelong supporter, one, let them know who you are, and two, support them in their journey. Once again, it's another doodle. Curtspiration. Hey, if you need some more of this juice, please subscribe to the channel below. I want to say thank you to every single one of you that have left a Patreon contribution. We're getting closer and closer and closer. Yo, thank you to every single one of you. I said if we can get 8,000 people just to do $1, we are excelente. Everything is going to be so great. I almost feel like Donald Trump doing this. I got to stop that. It's going to be huge. I got to stop doing that. Anyways, look, if you want to make a supporter, not a fan for life, let them know who you are and support them on their journey. In this life, you will not be full of life until you decide to live life to its fullest. Curtis King at CurtisKingBeats.com. I can't listen to you. When I listen to you, it's a liability.
Cause you be mentally killing my inner energy, so I'm concealing my feelings before you injure me.